Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Goldie Smell Good. If you're new to my channel, I do Rackstro vlogs, fragrance reviews, and unboxings. If that interests you, consider subscribing. Show your boy some love. We have Joseph Abood Mountain, and that's what it smells like. Very green fragrance. It's cool, right in that, happy medium, if you will. Not the best, not the worst. But look what we have here, guys. I've never seen this one. Milestone, Equator, Rouge. Can you guess what this is inspired by? Take a guess, guys. I'll wait. Let me put them in the air right quick. You guessed it. MFK. Baccarat. Rouge. 540, baby. Oh. De Parfum. The EDP is for me and you. Yeah, there. Yeah, BR 540, red and gold. I mean, they're letting you know what's up. Use your context clues and figure that one out. Yeah, no. We're on the ladies' side. We have Cherry Baby. It's Cherry Baby. Oh, dip off up. Starting on the ladies' side, a lot of times over here they have the men's fragrances and they mix them in, got some unisex fragrances and everything going on like that there. But hang on, man. I found some gems in this video. One, I'm actually going to have to circle the block and go back and grab it. Ooh, look at the shoes. More on that later, man. But yeah, we have. What you got here, go? Vanilla potion. And where's the potion at, guys? You got it. In the ocean. Go to work. Next, all of her. I'll put this in the air, for the lake teas. Look at the notes. Jasmine. Jasmine is the ish. Violet. Amber. Black currant. Raspberry. Raspberry is making a move in fragrance, man. That new Killian's Parody, which I did get my nose on Parody. With Parody, guys, it's similar to Angel Share. Angel Share DNA with some sweetness on it. It's sweeter, well, I say leaning feminine in my opinion. It smells like a it smells like a cute angel share, man. That's just the best way to describe it, man. With that raspberry and the sweetness on top of that DNA. But it was pretty cool, man. I finally was able to get my nose on it. The essay just had a little bit left, man, in the tester bottle, and I was able to get it on my skin. But that Oliver, that's good for the ladies. This one right here, Jean Rich, this is good. This is a nice clean fragrance. The only thing is what I can tell you about the Jean Rich joints, the performance is not too hot on those. So they sit very close to skin. Just a little tidbit. What else we got? We have punch ox fruits. Yeah, fruit punch, if you will, so, and that's what it smelled like, a fruit punch. It was all right, it's cool, you know. Little unboxed joint. So, like I always say, the unboxed joints, you can see for yourself if you really like them, test them out on your skin, and on your body, see how they work for you. But it had a fruit punch thing going on. It was all right, you know. I wouldn't necessarily get it for myself, but it was decent. I just wanted to check it out. All right. So now we're gonna go to the latest trophy case, and there's always men's fragrances mixed in here. But we got some Coach for the ladies, floral blush. What else? Coach Love, yeah, though. What we got? Go walk on air. Hold up, keep it light, man. Lighten the load. Get as light as you can. You know. Got some Victor and Roth right there. Got a Dos Cabana Devotion. Latava has one called Victoria that's popping up that's inspired by that fragrance. So if you want to save a little money, go with the Latava. Coach Poppy Chulo El Rizzo. Thierry Mugler Angel. What else? Da Vinci Pie. That's a good one. That's for the guys. That's a good one right there. Da Vinci Pie. Sweet Woody joint. Burberry Her. I like one of those Burberrys. The young lady, man, she had it on one day, and I asked her, "What do you have on, man?" She said Burberry, but I don't know which one it was, but she just said Burberry. Suits Pour Homme. You can actually find that at Five Below, guys, for the good old 5 bones. Yeah, I know. Five Below has fragrances, so it does smell good. It smells masculine. It smells like kind of like what it's saying, suits. It smells put together, masculine. Got a Jacquard, that's a men's fragrance over here. Spice Bomb, that's a men's fragrance. So they're all mixed in. You know, what else we got go? What we got down here? Jimmy Choo's, Lancome, Tresor. I like Lancome, Idol. That's a good one. Look at the shoes. Hold up, baby. Coming down, man. Looking good. These shoes right here are the world famous Edge Snatchers. Why you call them the Edge Snatchers, Gold? I wore these one time. This lady said, "Oh, you snatch my edges." Give me them edges, girl. I want you bald head. I like me a good old bald head girl. You know what I'm talking about? All right, we're on the men's side. Here we go, guys. I haven't seen this one in a while. This one is inspired by Amwatch, the Blue Beast, if you will, Jubilation. Strong, strong. I mean, 2 sprays all day. More for the fall and winter, man. I could just see that being a bit much in the heat. Together always, this one can go any season. I highly recommend this one. Inspired by Armani Stronger With You, which is just becoming my favorite fragrance DNA, man. One of them. Highly recommend that together always, guys. Highly recommend it. All right, Ethos Night, man. Pour on. One of the Shut It Down family members pointed this one out. I was able to get it on my skin, and it does smell good. So imagine a mild Dior Sauvage without the annoyance of Dior Sauvage. To me, it's just Dior Sauvage. It just is very loud. I don't know if it's the pepper or the unboxing was doing at the EDT, you know. And the parfum and the EDP move a little bit like that too. But this one, I like this one. I actually will be grabbing this one, when I get back out there. I put it in the air. It's lighter though. It's a lighter fragrance, but it smells good. It's smooth. I like it. This and Jean Rich, I think that's Jean Rich, has one called Citrus Intense that has a Dior Sauvage thing going on. But that's actually a smoother take on it. For me, for my personal preference, I like that one. Next, Crown. This is a good one. It gets compared to our Zorro, the most wanted, the OG. But this is a good one right here. I recommend that Crown. Check it out for yourself. Now, this caught my eye, man. This Ridgeland Legacy Tonka Bean, Lavender, Tobacco. Some good notes on there. $15, man. I was like, you know what, man? Let me go ahead and get this one on skin. And I'm glad I did, man. Now, it was just, here's what I can tell you with it. It smells good. It was just a pinch. I mean, just a pinch too sweet for my personal taste. But I'm not a huge fan of sweet fragrances, so take that with a grain. However, I would actually add it because as it dried down, it got a little better with the sweetness dialed back. But it's a milder fragrance, it's not beast mode, it's mild to me on my skin. It moved the same way as that Ethos Night joint, mild. And I like that for certain DNAs, they just don't need to be turned up. Like too sweet, that's just a sweet loud fragrance is just too much. A Dior Sauvage style fragrance, super loud, is just too much. So I like those fragrances mild. All right. Tama Bahama, Maritime, got a polo upside down, $39.99. It's a good price for a polo. Got a Versace. Yeah, no, 2 of them. That Eros EDT, that's a good one. I recommend that for a young man. The Versace O Free, she got a lot of hype when it dropped. It's a good fragrance though. After I got my nose on it a few times, I see the hype. It's a solid fragrance. Paco Rabanne, 1 million. The ladies love that gold bar, guys. Get that gold bar, of course. No guarantees. Dos Cabana, the one. Coach Blue, that's my favorite. That Dos from that line, Dos Cabana. That Dos Cabana is good for a great date night. Machino, Toy Boy, Rose for bros. A masculine take on Rose that is marketed to men. Versace blue jeans. Hold up, man. That's my guy from the 90s, man. That Versace blue jeans. Jupe. Look at both my player partners from the 90s. Jupe and that Versace, man. I still wear those Fergusons to this day. In 2025, just to show you those old fragrances still work. Here we have Ferragamo, $49.99. Listen, you walk at Nordstrom, they want 100 bones for that fragrance. We got MCM Onyx. That's a niche. I wouldn't say niche because they make like bags and stuff, so I guess it'd be considered designer. Got a Nautica Voyage down there. I recently discussed the Nautica Voyage. I recommend that. I was trying to get the prices for you guys so you can see. That Stetson, shout out to my guy D Da Vinci the Poet. He recently did a video on that one. That Stetson smells good. That Orientica, that house is popping up. What do you guys think about the Orientica house? They're popping up recently, in the trophy cases and everything, doing their thing, If you own these, smell these, feel free to give your opinion, Spice Bomb, had it in both trophy cases. I like that Spice Bomb, man. It's just a solid fragrance. I think it'd be outstanding, for the fall and winter. Maybe spring, Summertime, I don't know, man. But of course, wear what you want, guys. We have a DKNY 24/7. Hold up, I got a better one. 25/8, man. Don't stop, man. What else we got? That was about it, guys. So that Ethos, man, that was a pleasant surprise. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.